comparable vehicle. If we can't beat that price, daggone it, we're going to give you 110% of the difference. Take a look at this. Brand new Kia Souls, $13,990, brand new.
NASCAR Nation, brought to you by Z-Max, the one product for your engine, fuel system, and transmission.
When you think of NASCAR in Texas, you can't help but think of the Labonte brothers, Terry and Bobby, both Texans and both former Sprint Cup Series champions. Terry was inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame this year and won at his home track in 1999. That's a victory Terry says he remembers well.
You know, that was a race. Our car was really good. We ran good all day, and we got beat out on the last pit stop, and Dale Jarrett beat us out of the pits, and I was able to run him down and passed him. And I never will forget when I passed him coming down the front straightaway, the whole place just stood up, and I thought to myself, I've never noticed that before at a race, and I've never noticed all the fans stand up like that. And first thing I thought was, oh, God, they're all pulling for me. I better not screw this up. But it was an exciting day, and to be able to win that race there.
Kyle Busch's win at Martinsville gave him a total of 35 Sprint Cup wins, combined with his brother Kurt Busch, who has 27. That's 62 for the Busch brothers. That number ties the legendary Flock brothers for third on the brother win list. They also had 62 wins, although there were 3 of them. Tim with 39 wins, Fonte with 19, and Bob with 4. Second on the list are the Waltrips, Darrell with 84 victories, and Michael with 4, for a total of 88. And the Allisons are at number 1 with 94 overall wins, Bobby Allison with 84, and Donnie Allison with 10. Voting is now underway for the NASCAR Hall of Fame class of 2017. Fans can participate by voting through May 23rd at NASCAR.com/Hall of Fame. And Forbes has released its annual ranking of NASCAR Sprint Cup teams and drivers based on earnings. Once again, Hendrick tops the charts with earnings of $375 million. Joe Gibbs Racing is close behind. Stuart Haas, Richard Childress, and Roush Fenway, the rest of the top 5. The highest earning driver is Dale Earnhardt Jr. at $23.5 million. Jimmy Johnson is second with $22.2 million. Jeff Gordon, $21.6. Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin round out the top 5 drivers.
Around NASCAR Nation is brought to you by Z-Max, the one product for your engine, fuel system, and transmission.
John Hall of Blue Sky Realty
and John Evans of Manitou Auctions, with our professional teams, bring you over 150 years of valued experience in all aspects of the real estate and auction business.
Blue Sky Realty offers residential, commercial, estate auctions, and property management. Our eager sales team is ready to assist you with buying and selling your home today.
Manitou Auctions will help you decide if the auction method is the best approach for you and conduct auctions of estates, equipment, machinery, firearms, liquidations, fundraisers, and more. When you want it sold, call the pros. That's Blue Sky Realty and Manitou Auctions. Let us get you the top dollar.
Welcome to the Boss Motors Answer Man.
Hey, Boss Answer Man, why should I shop local?
Well, Sally, if you spend your money out of town, the county you spend it in keeps your taxes. So whenever possible, Sally, always shop local.
Thanks, Boss Answer Man.
Boss Motors, 206 Boone.
Welcome back to Raceline today. Adam Stevens is with us for a few minutes longer today. He's crew chief for Kyle Busch, the winners last week at Martinsville Speedway. Adam, I wanted to get your thoughts about the race at Texas Saturday night with the new car rules. How do you think that's going to affect this one?
I think it's going to be quite similar to Atlanta and even Fontana. This new small spoiler and reduced aero package is made for some really exciting races, and it makes the tire life a little bit of a premium, so it should be a very exciting race.
Are you feeling pretty good right now about the program there at Joe Gibbs Racing on these mid-size tracks?
Our intermediate program, continuing even from the end of last year, has been really strong going into this year, and we look to make a couple small gains and get up front.
All right, Adam, congratulations on that big win at Martinsville. Thanks again for joining us today on Raceline.
All right, thank you.
That's Adam Stevens, crew chief for Kyle Busch, the winners last week at Martinsville Speedway. Now, you know, each week when the races are over, teams go back and start cleaning up and salvaging their cars. They start work on the cars for the next week's race. Most teams have competition meetings on Mondays or Tuesdays, and then the pit crew has its own work to do, reviewing from the past week and preparing for the upcoming week. Steve Post has more on that from Joe Gibbs Racing.
Amazing how we get into the season, how competition is so hot and heavy across the board with the teams, and on pit road it's so exciting as well. We're at Joe Gibbs Racing. Mike Lepp is part of the pit crew training coach here for Joe Gibbs Racing. And Mike, as we look at 2016 season, what are kind of the topics and trends and things you're looking at from a pit crew coach perspective?
I mean, we're still getting used to the new rules with, you still have the cameras and, you're still looking at that timing getting off the wall, not, we're a year into that, but also setups. I mean, you got the new low downforce package, so setups are going into the car. We had a couple races last year with it, but now they're all that way, and so that'll affect the subtleties of how that car is going to pit, how we get tires out, how we get the jack under the car. So we're getting into that right now, and that's probably been the biggest thing to get used to.
So how do you handle that with the various subtleties, and is there differences across the teams here?
Yeah, we have 5 teams here. People forget that. Not really our fifth team is the 78. We pit that car. Okay. But, so we have 5 different crew chiefs, 5 different drivers, 5 guys that like things different. So we actually put the setups in our pit practice cars. We get the setups from the crew chiefs, and then we basically put those setups in, so we get 3 days of practice in on that setup before we go to the racetrack. Of course, we get to the racetrack, they run practice, and they take all that away and do something else. So the new low downforce package is creating a car that pits a little differently than the other car did.
Amazing stuff. It really is. The level of competition and the level of detail guys like Mike put into practicing as these crews do amazing work on race day on NASCAR Sprint Cup Series.
Thanks, Postman. Remember, you can read more from Steve at his site, foodaroundthetrack.com.
Bristol Motor Speedway's Food City 500 is coming up on April 17th. Everybody knows the races at Bristol are always exciting. Here's a look back at this race last year. Matt Kenseth and Brad Keselowski were on the front row in this race, and Matt sailed off to lead 47 laps. His teammate Carl Edwards got in trouble here with Kurt Busch, unable to stop right into him. Several other cars involved here on the back straightaway. Late race restart here. Matt and Jeff Gordon alongside. Green flag waves. Matt is off again. Here's a battle for second as Matt crosses the line and wins for the 4th time at Bristol. Jimmy Johnson finished second. Third went to Jeff Gordon. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was 4th. And Ryan Newman was 5th in this race at Bristol last year. Great moments like those are back on April 17th. Don't miss the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway and the debut of Colossus. Get your tickets now at bristoltix.com.
3, 2, 1.
Before you tackle the next job, protect your hands with Mechanics Wear. Gloves born on the track. Gloves made for the trade and for the mission. Gloves made for home, toolbox, and garage. When the work is hands-on, know who to trust. Mechanics Wear, the tool that fits like a glove.
No cash? Bad credit? No problem. There's a whole new way to shop at FlexShopper.com.
There is no money down, and bad credit is not a problem. You pay as you go.
You pay a weekly amount you know you can afford. They have brand name electronics, furniture, and appliances. Pretty much everything you need.
I got a flat screen TV for $7 a week.
We got the kids an Xbox One, and we pay $15 a week.
I only pay $12 a week for my tablet.
I didn't have money for a new fridge, but $22 a week, I can afford. With FlexShopper.com, there is no long-term obligation, and if you lease for a year, it's yours to keep.
Go to FlexShopper.com today and apply for an instant spending limit from $200 to $2,500. Then start shopping. There are thousands of brand name products to choose from. Use the promo code on your screen and get 1 week free.
You get the brand name products you want, there's no money down, and bad credit is not a problem.
Go to FlexShopper.com today. Now featuring Raymore and Flanagan Furniture.
Hey, it's me, Kansas Speedway. And I'm sorry. Sorry for the blast of NASCAR in your ear holes at 200 miles per hour. Sorry for giving your goosebumps. Sorry for the shot of adrenaline that knocks you into next week.
It's the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series GoBowling.com 400. Saturday night, May 7th, Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, I'm real sorry.
Tickets at KansasSpeedway.com.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding in a Kia Subaru. Hey, my fellow Americans. Uncle Barry here, bringing you tax refund savings at Autos by Nelson dealerships. Uncle Barry is double your tax refund check at the best place to invest, Autos by Nelson. Bring in your 2016 refund check and we'll match your down payment up to $1,000. Even better, we'll pay $50 to have your taxes filed. Everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville, and I want you in a new vehicle in 2016.
At 213 Kings Automotive, we treat your family like royalty.
We come in earlier.
And we stay here later. We provide the service you deserve. And we work harder.
So come see us today at 213 Kings Automotive in Eden, North Carolina, where
we treat you like royalty.
In Rockingham County, the king of used cars is 213 Kings Automotive, with hundreds of high-quality pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Low monthly payments and your trade-ins are welcome. Stop by today, 213 West Kings Highway in Eden, North Carolina, or call 336-623-0707, 213kingsauto.com.
Raceline is giving away free tickets to the GoBowling.com 400 at Kansas on May 7th. Enter to win at RacelineOnline.com or buy your tickets at KansasSpeedway.com right now. In our continuing series of getting to know some of the new names in NASCAR racing, today Jeff Taylor meets up with 18-year-old William Byron. The North Carolina native has already won the K&N East Series championship, and this year is driving full-time in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series for Kyle Busch Motorsports. Kyle is usually pretty good at spotting young racing talent. Jeff looks like he's found another one.
Indeed, he has, Tiffany. Over the past few seasons, Kyle Busch has had some pretty impressive young drivers behind the wheel of his trucks. Names like Eric Jones and Darrell Wallace Jr. Now it's William Byron's turn to see if he can continue the winning ways here at Kyle Busch Motorsports.
They definitely have a history of success and wins, Kyle Busch Motorsports, not only in the trucks but also the late models. So to be able to run both this year and succeed and have good finishes is definitely important.
This season, Byron has run well, producing a top 15 finish at the season opener in Daytona and a third-place finish last weekend at Martinsville, the track where he saw his first race with his father back in 2006. With those strong runs, Byron finds himself 12th in the point standing.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't think about the points, but to get the finish we got at Martinsville was really good, especially after Atlanta when we flew a motor running well.
While William may feel the pressure of running the truck series for Kyle Busch Motorsports, he also has the added pressure of trying to finish high school in Charlotte and taking college courses through his sponsor, Liberty University.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, running in full-time in the truck series and also being in high school, finishing that up this year as a senior and working on my Liberty University online classes as well is a difficult challenge, but it's something I've been doing the last couple of years, and it's really not all that different this year, besides the travel of the truck series, going to places I've never been to before. But it'll be tougher next year going to Liberty full time. But I think it's going to be a challenge that I can succeed in.
Through all of this, William Byron knows that there are two things that have kept him focused on his racing, and that is his family and his faith.
First of all, my mom, she never, she didn't really trust the safety of racing. She didn't know a lot about it, so getting her to understand and believe in what I'm doing, and also my dad to get him involved and take me to different tracks when I couldn't drive myself and travel all over the country was really a blessing. And then my faith, just growing with Liberty University, my first year in racing, I was extremely blessed and able to win 33 races and get opportunities down the road. And then Liberty came on board, which only strengthened my faith and what I believed in.
In Mooresville, North Carolina, reporting for Raceline, I'm Jeff Taylor.
Raceline invites you to join us on Facebook and Twitter. We're at facebook.com/RacelineTV and on Twitter at RacelineTV. Also on the World Wide Web at RacelineOnline.com.
Life as a spokesbox is great. People love me for saving them over $500,000 when they switched to Progressive. So I'm dabbling in new ventures. It was board game night with the Dalai Lama. Great guy, terrible player. Go pay for less, don't stress, girl. I got the discount that you need. It's a balancing act, but I gotta give the people what they want. More bucks.
Any words for the critics?
What can I say? Creedy's gonna nag.
What?
I'm Dustin.
Hi, and I'm Candace from C&D Family Farm, and we want you to come in and check out our new big super mega store.
Hi, I'm Cowboy Dre, and Candace is right. We've got a bigger showroom, better selection, and a lot more to choose from. Bigger big screen TV, better laptops, more game systems.
We've got a huge selection of power tools. Cowboy Dre, can you say hot tub?
Oh yeah, 'cause we got one. And a wide variety of musical instruments. He's always tooting his horn.
Come and see the new, bigger location at C&D Family Pond, 650 Piney Forest Road, Danville, Virginia.
Folks, a big thank you for giving us one of the best months we've ever had in the history of Tri-City Jeep, Kia, Dodge here in Eden. Could not have done it without you. The comments were, the eggs really are a little cheaper in the country, and I'd like to hear that. We've got brand new Sorrentos, the big discounts, 0%, 60 months. Don't forget about our 110%. Put your money where your mouth is guarantee. It's very simple. Any dealership, comparable vehicle, if we can't beat that price, daggone it, we're going to give you 110% of the difference. Take a look at this. Brand new Kia Souls, $13,990, brand new 2016s. That's only in Eden, US of A.
This week's race at Texas will be another good test for NASCAR's new rules package, which of course was designed for these type of racetracks. The package is used everywhere except the super speedways at Daytona and Talladega.
Although it was used last week at Martinsville, it didn't have much effect and won't when the series runs at Bristol next week. But on the 1.5 and 2 mile tracks, we will see quite a bit of difference.
Now, Texas is a track they call a big fall-off racetrack. That means the tire fall-off or wearing rate is very high, mainly because of the old worn surface there. Of course, we've learned that the older and more worn it is, the better the racing is, so that's a good thing. Casey Kane is a former race winner at Texas. He won there with Ray Evernham back in 2006 and is with us here today for a few minutes on Raceline. Casey, we've talked about the new rules package you guys will run this weekend, but what about the track there? Is that a surface that changes every time you go there, and how rough is it?
Oh, man, I think Texas is always changing a little bit. The track gets a little rougher, a little slicker, but it's also been that way for a long time. It just gets a little more of it each season. So it's a neat track to go to, a track I really look forward to, and just trying to, compromise how far do you slide around and still have forward drive, and it's a tough place. Hopefully we can really run well there. We ran pretty decent last year.
Casey, when we talk rough, we have tracks like Kentucky Auto Club and the roughest of them all, Atlanta, to compare. Is the Texas surface as rough as Atlanta or getting close?
Yeah, I think it's already pretty close to Atlanta. I don't think it wears the tires out quite as much, but it's really close to Atlanta the way that as slick as it gets after 15, 20 laps.
What's your overall expectation for this package in practice qualifying and racing this week at Texas?
Well, I think we're going to run really hard at Texas, harder than we have in the past, especially during practice and qualifying. And then for the race, there'll be times where you run really hard and other times where the pace slows down just because of the track getting slick, similar to Atlanta.
Casey had a pretty good weekend at Martinsville last week. He qualified on the outside front row and ran up front for most of the day, finishing in 22nd. Things kind of went awry at the end, but it's amazing when you look at the fact that Casey's only scored one top 10 finish this year, and his car's in the same shop at Hendrick Motorsports as Chase Elliott, the rookie driver who already has 3 top 10s this season.
That is pretty incredible. Hopefully Casey can turn things around. He's always been good at places like Texas. Texas can be challenging. Only 5 active drivers have won more than once there, led by Jimmy Johnson with 6 victories in the Lone Star State. Carl Edwards has 3 wins. Then there are 3 active 2-time winners, Greg Biffle, Denny Hamlin, and Matt Kenseth. Now, let's see how badly we did with our picks last week. I know nobody picked Kyle Busch to win, and I think we were all pretty dismal. You had Denny Hamlin, Jeff had Chase Elliott, Postman went with Dale Earnhardt Jr., and I picked Jimmy Johnson. So my pick was actually the best, and he only finished 9th.
All right, so what about this week at Texas?
Texas is a track, I think, Joe, this week Brad Keselowski and Paul Wolf are going to win again. They won at Las Vegas. Texas is a similar track. I think that team has not even begun to show what they are capable of this year, even with that one victory. Brad Keselowski goes to victory lane at Texas.
Tiffany, it has been a tough start, Matt Kenseth, in 2016, but that all goes by the wayside this weekend. Matt Kenseth gets the win in the Lone Star State.
All right, Jeff, right team, wrong number. I'm going with Carl Edwards. He's a 3-time winner at Texas, and he'll do it again this weekend.
My pick is Joey Logano. Good on this type of racetrack. He won there in 2014 and has 2 top 5s, so Joey wins at Texas. Our picks to win this week are Brad Keselowski, Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, and Joey Logano. Next week, we go short track racing again. This time, though, we're in Bristol, Tennessee for the Food City 500.
We will set it up for you right here on Raceline. See you then.
Raceline is brought to you in HD by Progressive Insurance. Comparing rates to help you save? Now that's Progressive. And by Z-Max, the one product for your engine, fuel system, and transmission. Raceline is produced in Chesapeake, Virginia by Raceline Productions, Stargazer Media, and Jomo Incorporated. Find out more about us at RacelineOnline.com or at Facebook.com/RacelineTV. I'm Jeff Moreau.
If you're having back pain, neck pain, headaches, we can help.
If you've been in a car accident, don't cover up with pain pills. Get to the root of the problem. Come see us here at Dr. Hill. Look at all the people we just helped today. Stop pain.
My staff and family would like to say thank you for letting us serve you for the past 20 years. Call us. We can stop the pain.
Real local WGSR 47.1 in high definition.
Toyota's Race Week is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit your local Toyota dealer today for amazing deals on your favorite Toyota.
Greetings and welcome into another high-speed edition of Toyota's Race Week. I'm your host, Zach Klein. Defending Cup champion Kyle Busch finally made his way into victory lane last weekend at Martinsville, guaranteeing he will have an opportunity to defend his championship. At 30 years old, Busch is in the prime of his career and has easily become one of NASCAR's brightest stars. We take a closer look in this week's cover story. Martinsville Speedway has historically not been very kind to the defending Sprint Cup champion, but last week, Busch finally put everything together. Not only did he win, but he did so in dominating fashion. Winning the famed grandfather clock was a great accomplishment, but more importantly, it puts him into the chase and guarantees him an opportunity to defend his championship.
Leading as many laps as we did, that was really good for us. It was a confidence boost for me as well, too, just being up front that much. I've never really felt like I've had a car to be able to do that in years past, but Adam and the guys were able to give that to me this time around. So, pumped about, the things that I learned here this weekend, let alone the years past or years prior that I was able to learn, and, of course, my teammates that helped me out a lot here over the years. So, to be able to finally put it all together, it's pretty cool, and take home not one but 2 Martinsville trophies. Martinsville clocks is pretty awesome.
Busch now has a win on every Sprint Cup track except for 3, Pocono, Kansas, and Charlotte. Those are the ones he has yet to conquer. Legendary contemporaries such as Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson have yet to accomplish that feat, so it's something he takes great pride in and one day hopes to have a win on every track on the circuit.
There's not very many left on the list, but we've certainly put some emphasis on that over the past few years and being able to try to do that. Last year was a big year for us, knocking off a couple of those as well. So I'm pumped when I'm able to do that. I don't know that many guys have ever been able to accomplish being able to win at every single active track that they've made starts at, and I look forward to trying to complete that feat.
Now, a name we haven't seen at the top of the leaderboard in a long time is Tony Stewart. Smoke has not been behind the wheel of a car all season long due to that back injury he sustained in an off-road accident earlier in the year. Stewart's injury has opened up an opportunity for veteran driver Brian Vickers to get back into a Sprint Cup car. We find out how this break for Vickers could not have come at a better time in this week's Inside Story. It's a battle Brian Vickers has been fighting since 2010. That is when he first found out about the blood clots in his body. He admits he was naive at first, not knowing the seriousness of his condition.
When I first walked into the hospital, I thought I had pneumonia. They had me convinced. I never even heard of a blood clot, and and then I realized I found out I had a blood clot, and my comment, I believe, to the doctor was, that's great. Let's get this solved because I've got to be at practice in Dover on Friday. And this was like on Wednesday or Thursday. So then it went from like I need to be on the track 2 days from now to I may not be on the track for 6 months or ever.
He wound up having an artificial patch inserted to fix a hole in his heart, but in late 2014, he underwent surgery again because his body was rejecting the patch. Then last season, in Fontana, Vickers again announced he would be stepping away from the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series because the blood clots had returned. Despite his own pessimism, Vickers is back on the track again.
Never been the kind of guy to give up, and by no means was I giving up then, but I certainly didn't think I'd be sitting here a year later. I wasn't sure what the future held. Because I was aware of the signs and symptoms, I did catch my blood clot early, and I didn't feel at all that my life was in danger, but I wasn't so sure about my racing career.
Now, Vickers is racing part-time for Tony Stewart, while Smoke continues to recover from an injured back. Vickers has been taking it easy, racing every other weekend, including last Sunday in Martinsville. As much as he loves his current situation, he has no problem handing back the baton to Stewart when the time comes.
I think everyone's really just kind of waiting to see how Tony shakes out. And as much as I can genuinely and honestly say this, as much as I want to race this car as long as I can because it's a great team and a great car and a great opportunity, I really want to see Tony back in it because I've been in his shoes. I know exactly what it's like. It's his last season. He deserves to be in this car as much as he can be. So I'm honored to race it as long as I need to and as long as I can. But I'm happy to turn the keys back over as soon as he's ready.
The big question in Vickers' life is where he will land when Smoke finally does return. You can bet it will be behind the wheel somewhere, as long as his health is in order. He plans on racing sometime, somewhere.
I am open to racing everything that has a seat, 4 wheels, and a steering wheel. If the opportunity presents itself, and I would absolutely go back to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. I'd absolutely go back to the WC Series. I would be open to racing anything. I love racing.
Well, next weekend, Atlanta Motor Speedway will play host to one of the nation's largest automobile events. It is the 3rd annual Summit Racing Equipment Atlanta Motorama. It's a massive celebration of all things with a motor. Here's a closer look at what you can expect.
Welcome to Motorama. We're going to get in here. We're going to talk to these fans. We're going to see some crazy stuff, and you're going to have backstage access. Follow me. Vendor Midway right now. Over 200 vendors. We've got parts, we've got wheels, we've got people to help you, everything you need right here at the Summit Racing Equipment Atlanta Motorama. We're here in the salon. Salon means fancy. These are some of the most expensive cars here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway right now. Some of these cars are upwards of $1 million. This is a 1939 Packard that you're looking at, restored to mint condition, down to the white rim tires. Andy Surratt, is this your 1965 Stingray Corvette? It's beautiful. Tell me about this car. It's got matching numbers, so
it's an all restored matching number car. Everything on it works, even the clock, which is unusual. And the push-button radio, the electric antenna, everything's totally original on it.
Now, how much does a car like this go for?
I've seen them at street sides go for around $70,000.
Whew, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Bill and Lee Watley with this beautiful Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird. Wait a minute. I've never even seen anything like this before.
Yeah, it's a rare car built in 1970. Built it just for NASCAR racing.
Plymouth built this car in 1970 for Richard Petty to lure him back from Ford. So they built the Plymouth Superburden, and it would just outrun everything on the track in 1970. And it won so many races, they quit. NASCAR outlawed them, and they just built them for this 1 year in 1970. It's all an original car. Nothing's been done to it. I found the car in Kentucky about 8 years ago and bought it, and I've had it about 8 years now.
8 years, and what's the current price that this car is worth?
Well, prices of these, if they're in fair condition, go well over $100,000.
What's your favorite thing so far here at Motorama?
It's the cars. It's tremendous. I mean, there's a lot of cars out here today. People have put a lot of work into the cars out here.
Between the cars and all that you have for family, you really can't beat it.
Mark your calendars right now for next weekend's Summit Racing Equipment Atlanta Motorama. 9 to 5 p.m. next Saturday, April 16th, and 9 to 4 Sunday, April the 17th. Kyle Busch's 35th career Sprint Cup win not only benefits him, but another driver as well. Find out who it is when we return.
Toyota's Race Week is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit your local Toyota dealer today for amazing deals on your favorite Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
I was driving in my Camry when I played the text.
When can I see you again?
I entered the location, 22 Beechwood Lane. The car rerouted me.
Turn left.
Told me where to go.
Turn right.
And I arrived 5.1 minutes later. Now, if only my car could tell me what to do next.
Get 0% APR for 72 months on a new 2016 Toyota Camry.
Toyota, let's go places.
Dr. Pepper Snapple Group has partnered with the Military Warriors Support Foundation to create Project Rebuild, which helps place wounded veterans in mortgage-free homes and assist in rebuilding their lives.
We never thought that we'd ever get a phone call. The foundation called, and it was, I thought I was dreaming. You're going to be a homeowner. I was like, wow.
Look for the Project Rebuild display, available at Walmart.
At 213 King's Automotive, we treat your family like royalty.
We come in earlier,
And we stay here later.
we provide the service you deserve.
And we work harder.
So come see us today at 213 King's Automotive in Eden, North Carolina, where
We treat you like royalty.
In Rockingham County, the king of used cars is 213 King's Automotive, with hundreds of high-quality pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Low monthly payments and your trade-ins are welcome. Stop by today, 213 West Kings Highway in Eden, North Carolina, or call 336-623-0707, 213kingsauto.com.
If you've been struggling with chronic back or knee pain, you need to hear this message. Stop suffering. Pain-relieving back and knee braces are now available for you. If you're 65 years or older and are covered by Medicare, you can have your pain-relieving brace shipped directly to your door at little or no cost to you, and your paperwork is handled for free. Stop living your life in pain. Call Allied Medical Supply Network today. Call 800-715-0193 for your free information. Call now.
Toyota's Race Week is brought to you by Atlanta Motor Speedway. Atlanta Motor Speedway hosts the 3rd annual Summit Racing Equipment Atlanta Motorama, Georgia's largest motoring festival, April 16th and 17th. Tickets $12 for adults and $5 for kids 6 to 11. Ages 5 and under get in for free.
As we mentioned earlier in the show, Kyle Busch is collecting checkered flags at a rapid pace. We find out how each win helps the Busch family move up a very unique list in this week's edition of News and Notes. Kyle Busch picked up his 35th career Sprint Cup win last week, and when you add his brother Kurt's 27 wins, the Busch brothers have now moved into a tie for 3rd in career victories for siblings. They are now tied with Tim, Fonte, and Bob Flock, who also have 62 career wins. The Waltrip boys, Daryl and Michael, are second with 88 career wins, and of course DW had 84 of those 88 victories. And in first, it is the Allison brothers. Bobby and Donnie hold the record with 94 overall wins by brothers, with Kyle Busch in his prime and Kurt still very capable of finding a spot in victory lane. Look for the Busch boys to move up that list rapidly. And earlier this week, David Reagan announced he will have a special paint scheme for the Pepsi 400 that's at Daytona this summer. Children from the Shriners Hospitals will help design the look. Reagan has been a part of the Shriners International Fraternity since 2012 and says he is excited about the new paint scheme. You know, each week here on the show, we like to take some time to honor one of our nation's heroes. In this week's True Hero feature, we get a glimpse of what life is like through the eyes of one of our bravest soldiers.
My name is Mark Duran. I was a specialist in the U.S. Army from 1999 till 2007. I served in Afghanistan and Helmand Province. I felt I needed that adventure part of it. The physical part is what I excelled at, and that's what I enjoyed. Being out in the woods is where I felt most comfortable, and still do today. So before 9/11, it was, all right, they're going to pay me to do all this fun stuff and live and work in Germany. You couldn't beat it. Yeah, I know exactly. I was in Hanau, Germany at 5 o'clock at night, and I didn't even get to see the towers get hit until like the next day. The world changed completely overnight, and Hanau was right on the flight path for Frankfurt Airport, so all the planes usually would be flying over constantly, and it was dead quiet. You know, a lot of guys got in there and got together and said, you know, looks like we're going to have some work to do for the next few years. And sure enough, you know, we did. In military police, it was all law enforcement beforehand, and it was garrison. I worked as an investigator, I worked as a DARE officer, so I was like officer friendly. 9/11 hits, and then I'm in a line unit. We're doing the same type of training that the infantry would be doing. We work with, at the time we had Humvees, and my job was being a gunner, and I loved it. Being up in the turret was like the best place in the world. So when I got to Afghanistan, I wanted that same experience, but Josiah May, my buddy, he was the better shot. So they put him in the gun, and I was a driver for a majority of the time. Well, he goes on R&R to his brother's wedding in Tennessee, so I got my chance to be up in the gun. And that's when some really bad things happened. A kid on a bicycle in the middle of the road, and I felt like, you know, this kid's not safe. He's on a bicycle in the middle of the road, there's traffic, we're coming near the market area, and that was the thought in my head going, you know, he's not safe. And I just saw him disappear, and he just went out, and then I went out. So that image is always in my head. When I came to, it was the medic, Doc Lee, working on me. Then I got out to Kandahar Airfield, and Charlie Med picked me up, and so I did, you know, a couple of weeks of like recuperation and making sure I'm okay. But I, you know, had a fractured spine in my neck and, you know, bad head injury, and I wanted to get back to my unit. My guys were, you know, there's more and more threats every day. The sit reps are going up, yeah, there's a lot of more activity. And I'm stuck in this, you know, Kandahar going, you know, I need to get out there, I need to get back out there. So they let me get out to my unit. And, you know, after a while being out there, I realized, yeah, I'm done. I found that painting is one of those therapeutic things that I use as a tool to find that joy. And I think we're all on this path of trying to find that joy in our life or get it back in our life. So painting for me is very therapeutic.
All right, time now for this week's Toyota Did You Know question. Now, this week we're asking you, the fan, what year did NASCAR implement restrictor plates for super speedway races? Was it 1972, 1988, or 1995? We'll have the answer right after this.
Race Week is brought to you by Texas Motor Speedway. Be sure to download and register their new app for free at iTunes or Google Play. You can stay up to date on unique content, special promotions, and much, much more.
Is your body storing fat more easily? Do you suffer from a lack of energy? Or the draining side effects of restless sleep? How about an increase in wrinkles and even sagging skin?
Hi, I'm Kim Douglas, and as a beauty expert always on the hunt for the next great breakthrough, when I heard about a youth hormone that was associated with reducing body fat, increasing lean muscle mass, and even reducing the appearance of wrinkles, I just had to learn more. I'm talking about human growth hormone, or HGH, and as early as our mid-20s, our natural production of HGH begins to drop dramatically. Here's the good news. Finally, there's Seravital.
Serovital is the first and only amino acid complex shown in a clinical trial to trigger the body's own natural release of HGH from the pituitary gland and increase mean HGH levels by an astonishing 682%.
HGH has been associated with reducing body fat, reducing the appearance of wrinkles, improving sleep, and even boosting energy. As a doctor and a woman, I am very excited that now I can tell women everywhere about Serovital.
Serovital boosts your HGH naturally and at a fraction of the cost of painful injections. Serovital sells for $99 in stores. But call right now because we're letting as many women as possible try Serovital for 30 days absolutely risk-free. Plus, call in the next 6 minutes and we'll also include free shipping. You owe it to yourself to try Serovital for 30 days. It's absolutely risk-free.
Serovital is a true scientific breakthrough, 20 years in the making.
Get the facts at myserovital.com. Supplies are limited. Call 1-800-352-2517 or go to myserovital.com for your risk-free trial today.
Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC Service Department is everything we've been working towards. Superior level. Hometown now has the only master certified diesel and transmission tech in Rockingham County. You can now feel confident in Hometown to handle any service issues in our top-notch service department. If you need financing for the larger jobs, it may be available from an outside source at Hometown. Top-notch, superior level service at Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC. 2009 Barnes Street, Reidsville, North Carolina. 336-634-0050.
Toyota's Race Week is brought to you by Atlanta Motor Speedway. Atlanta Motor Speedway hosts the 3rd annual Summit Racing Equipment Atlanta Motorama, Georgia's largest motoring festival, April 16th and 17th. Tickets $12 for adults and $5 for kids 6 to 11. Ages 5 and under get in for free.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You know, before we went to break, we asked you what year did NASCAR implement restrictor plates for super speedway races. We find out now in this week's edition of Toyota's Did You Know? If you answered 1988, you are correct. High speeds at Talladega in the mid-'80s caused NASCAR officials to tap the brakes, so to speak. Fan safety had become a major concern as a number of crashes over the years started to spill over into the stands. The device limits the power output of the motor. The restrictor plate reduces engine power from approximately 750 horsepower to 430 horsepower. The transition from open-wheel racing to NASCAR has had its fair share of challenges for A.J. Allmendinger. Last week's second-place finish at Martinsville was his best since he won at Watkins Glen back in 2014. We catch up with Allmendinger right now in our Speedway Conversation.
A really solid weekend as a whole. You know, we had a good qualifying, a great happy hour, and early in the race we weren't quite where we wanted to be, and we got our car really good on the long runs. That's kind of where I thought we shined. We didn't have great short run speed, but after about 30 or 40 laps, we could really get rolling there. I was kind of hoping we'd stay green the last 120 laps. I figured that wasn't going to happen, but I was praying we had a shot at that because I really felt like if that happened, we had a great chance to win the race. But overall, just solid. Really, starting at the West Coast swing and coming through here, I feel like we've been at our best at the end of the races. We've maximized. That's the biggest thing is we said, if we just maximize our finishes, whether they're top 5 or you're running 20th and you can get 18th out of it, that's what you have to do.
Allmendinger has long been a favorite of team owner Roger Penske. Of course, Penske's greatest success came with Rusty Wallace, and we'll take a look back at his legendary career right after this.
Race Week is brought to you by the Military Warriors Support Foundation. For more information on how you can help our wounded veterans, log on to www.militarywarriors.org. Toyota's Race Week is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit your local Toyota dealer today for amazing deals on your favorite Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
I was driving in my Camry when I played the text.
When can I see you again?
I entered the location, 22 Beechwood Lane. The car rerouted me.
Turn left.
Told me where to go.
Turn right.
And I arrived 5.1 minutes later. Now, if only my car could tell me what to do next.
Get a 2-year no-cost maintenance lease on a new 2016 Camry SE for $199 a month.
Toyota, let's go places.
Can Bosley regrow your hair?
This is my own growing hair that I can comb, cut, style, do whatever I want with it.
The results I've achieved have been exceptional. This is my real hair. I can do with it whatever I want. This is mine.
Bosley gave me my hair back. I cut this hair. I wash this hair. I mess this hair up if I want to mess this hair up.
I can't explain to you the way that it made me feel to be able to wear my hair down, go out on a date, and have confidence again.
Can Bosley regrow your hair?
This is my hair. This is my hair.
Call or go online for your free, no-obligation self-evaluation kit. Plus, call in the next 6 minutes, and we'll even send you this $250 gift certificate. The information is free, so choose to grow back your own real hair. Choose Bosley. Call now.
It is so important for us to look good at work.
And we work hard for our money. We definitely get more value at Burlington.
We get amazing quality clothes.
Jackpot.
Ooh, I can find a dress
for a great price.
We cleaned up in Burlington.
Tender steak, crispy onions, and steak butter with garlic and chives for $1.99? That's high fashion flavor at a thrift store price. A buttery steak burger, checkers and rallies, fast foodies knew the deal.
Don't be fooled by the time of the year. Springtime, summertime, fall time, or wintertime. Boss Motors is here for you all the time. So when you see all the hype and excitement about your tax time check, so ask yourself this: why are there so many Boss Motor tags on the front and back of all the vehicles you see around town? We're here for you all the time. So you be careful where you spend your hard-earned tax refund money. Boss Motors, 206 Boone Road, Eden.
Hello, I'm David Cunningham, Cunningham Tire. I just want to thank you so much for your business. As you can see from this huge warehouse here in Eden, we buy in volume to save you money. Here's an example. This is a Cooper tire, the Summit HP. It's a 16-inch for mid-size cars for just $286 a set. Now that's over a $40 saving. Here's another power buy. This Mastercraft tire, the STR, built by Cooper for light trucks, 16-inch, just $458 a set. In a pinch, but still need a tire? Check out our thousands of used tires here at Cunningham Tire, starting at just $20. So folks, if you need tires, come on down to 105 North Kennedy, where the rubber meets the road. That's Cunningham Tire. We got 3 locations of service: Bassett, Danville, and Eden. And please take advantage of all the rebates that's going on right now. Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, Bridgestone, and Cooper. Cunningham Tire. We keep you rolling.
How does hair loss make you feel?
Losing my hair at a young age made me feel insecure.
It's hard to be confident when you don't have a full head of hair like everybody else.
I didn't understand why I was losing my hair. I felt like I looked really old.
You've been dealing with a problem, and Bosley has the solution.
That's the old Josh. This is the new Josh, thanks to Bosley.
It's definitely a new me, a confident me.
If you want proof that Bosley works, just look at the before and after. This is my hair. I had no hair.
Bosley, the leader in hair restoration, is introducing the latest advancement in hair-by-hair restoration called Bosley FUE, delivering incredibly natural results with no linear scarring and virtually no downtime.
It's a really simple procedure. I went to work the next day.
There was no downtime. It was the latest technology. This worked for me.
Call or go online to receive your free, no-obligation self-evaluation kit. Act now to take advantage of this special promotional offer. No interest if paid in full within 24 months. Don't wait. You owe it to yourself. Call or visit Bosley.com now.
Now, before Rusty Wallace hung up his racing helmet in 2005, he visited Victory Lane 55 times in the Sprint Cup Series and won the Sprint Cup Championship in 1989. The charismatic Wallace has also been inducted into 4 major stock car Hall of Fames. We take a closer look at his career right now in this week's Drive to Success.
When he first burst onto the scene back in 1984, Rusty Wallace quickly established himself as a driver capable of winning on any style of track. Though much of his success came on the short tracks of Bristol and Martinsville, he also won at larger tracks such as Michigan, Atlanta, and California. When he retired in 2005, he had amassed 55 wins, good for 8th on the all-time list. His fierce competitive nature was the driving force behind his drive to success.
And with that, my friends, the checkered flag on today's program. Thank you so much for joining us here on Toyota's Race Week. For the entire Over the Wall crew, I'm Zach Klein. Have a great week, everybody.
Folks, a big thank you for giving us one of the best months we've ever had in the history of Tri-City Kia Dodge here in Eden. Could not have done it without you. The comments were, the eggs really are a little cheaper in the country, and I'd like to hear that. We've got brand new Sorrentos, the big discounts, 0%, 60 months. Don't forget about our 110%. Put your money where your mouth is guarantee. It's very simple. Any dealership, comparable vehicle, if we can't beat that price, daggone it, we're going to give you 110% of the difference. Take a look at this. Brand new Kia Souls, $13,990. Brand new 2016s. That's only in Eden, US of A.
Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC is overstocked on great pre-owned vehicles. Through Monday, February 29th, leap year, Hometown will leap through all kinds of hoops to help you get a car. You need a ride, and we will make it happen. Credit issues? Never fear. The Credit Medic is here. Bring your tax refund, pay stub, and phone bill. And if it can happen, it will. Right here at Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC. 24/7 at HometownAutoGroup.com, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Friday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's the Green Living Market. Enjoy beautiful views of the Smith River in this open-air market with the region's best finds of antiques, vintage, upcycled, and handmade goods. This huge outdoor event happens rain or shine with vendors from all over the region, specializing in antique and upcycled and handmade furniture, glassware, pottery, indoor and outdoor home accessories, and unique finds like homemade quilts, wreaths, soaps, candles, woodworking, jewelry, and so much more. Bring your trucks and trailers to load up on one-of-a-kind finds, and bring your appetite for great food and fun. It's good old Southern hospitality at the Green Living Market Annual Outdoor Event, Friday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd, behind the Martinsville Speedway, 840 Wind Dancer Lane, Ridgeway, Virginia. $3 admission. Like us on Facebook for more information.
Hi, my name is Linda. I've always had a passion for the education of the students in the Rockingham County area. So when I retired from teaching after 43 years, I decided to open a tutoring center. My passion is for the education of every student in the Rockingham County area. I would like for all of them to know how to read and write when they go out into the world to find a job. I have hired top tutors out of a pool of 45 to educate your child and to help with the weak areas. They are tutoring students from kindergarten through college age, and they are good in most of the subjects. I ask that you get in touch with us if you need help. We have a passion for tutoring, and we want you to give a hoot for tutoring. Give us a call at 336-613-0644 if you are interested.
Tito, man, it's tax time. Do you know what that means?
Yes, man. Only the cool people get it at least.
No, man. Get it at least.
Okay, get it at least.
Yes! Tito, for those customers, their funds are running a little tight. They're a little short on cash. Man, what can we do?
Man, Mike, we got to use the wheels with more than everybody else.
It's tax time. Rona, Greensboro, and Danville, surrounding areas.
Remember, se habla español.
And get it at least.
Welcome to the Boss Motors Answer Man.
Hey, Boss Motors Answer Man, why would I buy a car at a buy here, pay here lot?
I don't know, Sally. When you buy a car at one of those places, there's no warranty, it doesn't report to the credit bureau, and the amount of money you put down is usually what the car is worth anyway. Then you have to make monthly payments on top of that for the next year.
Well, thanks, Boss Motors Answer Man. You got all the answers.
Boss Motors, 206 Boone Road, Eden. Real local, WGSR 47.1 in high definition.
And we're getting ready for the big car show. It's the first show of the year, so we're pretty pumped up about it. But look at the traffic coming to downtown Reidsville today as we get ready for the car show. We've got our two numbers up on the screen, and of course we're still talking about the interesting new sculpture where everybody is there on the street looking at it. I got a remote here. I'm going to have to even adjust my TV to be able to zone it in, I believe. Let's see here. There we go. Is it in the shot, Matt, the statue? I see the flowers.
It's pointing that way, but there's traffic between
Right.
where it is and where the camera is.
All right. Is it? Can we fit the shot in there a little better? Or is it taking up full screen? Is that? Is it the same thing? All right, let me watch this. We've had one of those days. I'll talk to my photographer out there who's getting ready with his cameras and so forth. We're getting cameras out there right now, but perhaps it's zoomed in or something. But we did have a good shot of the statue. Watch us do this live. This could be kind of interesting.
Hello?
Hello, Jonathan. We're live on the air right now. I had a shot of the new statue, but it may have moved or something, and we need your help because we're on the air right now with the JVC camera there. Let's see if we can make it. All we see is cars. It's getting kind of busy out there, isn't it?
What's that?
It's kind of busy out there, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, we got that camera live on air. There we go. Zoom out a little bit more if you can. Zoom out a little bit.
Oh.
Okay, I think we might be. We need to hit it to reset, Matt, so we can see it normal size. Yeah, because it's blowing the picture up way too much.
That's all
There we go. All right, zoom in a little bit there, Jonathan. We had it right and we didn't know it. Right there is perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm hoping, Matt, I think Mark Shurey was able to get a shot of it last night with the new lights on. They got the statue up, and it's going to have lights for tonight. I think that they really raced hard to get it ready for the car show. But good afternoon to you as we're coming to you from the studio here, and we're getting ready for the big car show tonight. Lots of excitement. It's 61 degrees. It's actually gone down a degree since we started the show. But it's a big day in Reidsville. And right now we want to open up the lines, and I do want to do one more show on the statue. We've had 2 or 3 days. We've kind of let it settle in. I have noticed that some people are putting favorable comments on Facebook. It seems to be kind of a slow change. There we go. There it is at nighttime. There it is at nighttime. And Mark Shurey got that last night on Facebook. I want to thank him for that. Good afternoon.
Hi, Charles.
Hello.
I don't know how you got favorable comments because I sure hadn't on my page. I have not talked to one single person in Reidsville that likes it.
Well, we've had a few people on the show. Now, I'll give you that it's probably 80% negative. I'll give you that. But on our Facebook, we are getting some favorable comments, and I'm going to go to them here and let you hear about them on the show. But how do you feel about it? I mean, how about since they put the lights in at night?
Okay.
Personally,
I don't like it.
Do you like the lights?
I heard it cost $60,000, but that's just hearsay. I really don't know. But I just don't like that at all. I like lights.
Right.
I understand, but just something about that just, it's just not us. It's just not us.
It's not us. Okay. All right. Hey, well, I appreciate it.
I don't want to be mean or negative, but I don't like it, and everybody I've talked to don't like it.
Right.
So,
well, you got to give them credit.
I put a picture on Facebook, and I had about 40 hits on it so far, and I did not have one single comment that liked it.
Well, I'm going to
Not one.
try to read you one now because there are people that are beginning to like it.
No?
Debbie Moore says she's getting more favorable toward it. Have you been up and looked at the etchings on it?
No, I haven't read that. I haven't looked at etchings.
Well, I really suggest you do that. Go park your car and go look at the local etchings on it, because I learned a lot about Riesel that I did not know before I did that.
Oh, really?
And that's one of the things that made me kind of like it a little bit more, that it's been so localized. Yeah, if you go right up to it, on the sides you see a lot of history. The fact that Reidsville had the first public school in North Carolina. We had the first female justice on the North Carolina Supreme Court. It celebrates all that, and I really kind of like that.
I like that part, but I don't like the top of it.
Right.
I just don't. I'm going to look at the etchings now when I come up tonight for the car show.
Yeah.
So,
do that for me, okay?
That would be nice.
All right.
I will.
All right.
But thank you, Charles.
Right.
Bye.
Thank you for giving it a fair hearing. Come look at the etchings tonight when you hear it, because I think you'll have what it does. It brings you to hometown. It brings you to hometown, and that's why I really like the etchings on the side, which is really neat. Hello, you on the air?
Hey.
Yes.
You day.
I'm okay.
I'll be honest with you. It just looks so out of place. It looks so out of place.
Well, sometimes art that's one of the things an artist wants to do. He wants to make it kind of be like reverse of what you're seeing. In other words, that might have been part of the modernness to it. I'm
just saying that stainless steel statue or whatever, that tobacco stalk there, just even with the tobacco buildings behind it, just don't look right there. It just don't look right. And those flowers are going to die, at the end of the season, and they're just going to be naked down there. They should have some green plants down there at least growing. But Joel, what I can't understand about it is, okay, they took this Confederate statue down, they moved it, and that's all good and okay. We can't do nothing about that. But then the slap in the face is they got a black man on the side of it that they're on that statue, and they took the white Confederate man down.
Well, it does celebrate some African Americans on the side of it.
Yeah, but what a slap in the face to everybody in Reidsville that they take the Confederate soldier down, and they got a black man on the side of that statue for him. And now what a slap in the face.
Well, that sounds a little racist.
Well, I ain't being no racist. I'm just being even. I'm just being fair.
Being even.
I mean, you talk about heritage. You talk about that tobacco stock being y'all's heritage, being Reidsville's heritage. You're not even from Reidsville. You're from Henry County, up there somewhere. But, that's not a statute to this section. I mean, what was there was right.
My connection to Reidsville, which I think is a good one, is that we have a business here.
The tobacco factories are gone. Why they put up a cancer stick right there?
Woo!
Never understand it.
Woo!
Have a good day.
All right, man. That's going to be a man that never changes. I promise you that. He will grow to the grave with that kind of thinking. Anyhow, we're back here, folks. We're talking about the famous statue, and I do think it's famous now with all the talk, and one of the things I always tell people, art is designed to do this. You know, if I did that piece of art, I'd be proud to death of it because it's getting so much talk, it's getting so much, you know, so many emotions, it's doing all the things that art's supposed to do. We're taking your live calls. This is the actual live picture. We're getting ready for the car show. People are moving out. We're switching gears here in downtown Reidsville. We go from doing a little business on the streets, and of course we take the cars off the street, block off the street, and do the car show. That'll be all happening here in the next 2 hours. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Hey, Charles.
Hey.
Just one of the things I got on my Facebook, one of the viewers, they stated that it looked like a giant tampon for all the sissies that's on the board over there in Reidsville. And,
Well, yeah, you know, actually it does not look like I think you're talking about an adult toy. It wouldn't look like a tampon.
Yeah. And that, I mean, that's pretty clean for what they wrote down for me. They said it was
tampon.
The councils over there didn't have any backbone to stand up and.
Well, yeah, you can argue that two ways. You can say they had a heck of a lot of backbone because they're the ones that caught the heat on it. I mean, so you know, if you had backbone, you wouldn't change it. If you didn't have backbone.
One thing I think that would look good was put some of the brick flavor into it, and then if they wanted to dress up with a little bit of the stainless steel, that would have been good too. But I would have loved to see a gazebo, a bandstand up there myself. But
well, they had a gazebo up there for a week. They put one there for a week, and then it went down. It went off. Have you seen it with the lights on it?
Yeah, I've seen it. But you know, a bandstand could have used for different things. Like with a car show, they could have had some bands up there playing.
They can still do that.
Just different things.
They can still do the bands. Last year they had a stage right there, and I bet you they probably will put another stage there for the Oktoberfest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Street Fest.
But
I
we
call it.
appreciate the program, Charles.
What's that? All right, man. Appreciate you watching. So far, nobody's liked it. Hello.
Hey, Charles, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Charles, I got a new perspective on the new statue.
All right.
To me, you remember the old-time tobacco planters they used to have that they planted the tobacco with in the fields? That it looks exactly like one if you look at it from where I'm looking at it. Well, you know, with the tobacco plant on top, and you drop it down through it. And
What do you think about it? Do you like it or not like it?
I like it. I think it does go with the tobacco factory behind it.
Right.
I mean, what else could you get to represent it than a tobacco statue?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, we're getting ready to take a break. We'll come back. There's the statue at night, and they've got it ready for the car show today. And you're going to see the city of Reidsville transform. We're going to let you see how Reidsville goes from a business district to a car show district all in 2 hours. It's kind of neat how it all works. And we'll be showing you how it works. And, of course, at 6:15, we're going to strike up with the car show, which is sponsored by Hometown Chevrolet. And it's going to be a fun local time. Stay with us.
Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC is overstocked on great pre-owned vehicles. Through Monday, February 29th, leap year, Hometown will leap through all kinds of hoops to help you get a car. You need a ride, and we will make it happen. Credit issues? Never fear. The Credit Medic is here. Bring your tax refund, pay stub, and phone bill. And if it can happen, it will, right here at Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC. 24/7 at HometowNAutogroup.com, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Friday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's the Green Living Market. Enjoy beautiful views of the Smith River in this open-air market with the region's best finds of antiques, vintage, upcycled, and handmade goods. This huge outdoor event happens rain or shine with vendors from all over the region, specializing in antique and upcycled and handmade furniture, glassware, pottery, indoor and outdoor home accessories, and unique finds like homemade quilts, wreaths, soaps, candles, woodworking, jewelry, and so much more. Bring your trucks and trailers to load up on one-of-a-kind finds, and bring your appetite for great food and fun. It's good old Southern hospitality at the Green Living Market annual outdoor event, Friday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd, behind the Martinsville Speedway, 840 Wind Dancer Lane, Ridgeway, Virginia, $3 admission. Like us on Facebook for more information.
Hi, my name is Linda. I've always had a passion for the education of the students in the Rockingham County area. So when I retired from teaching after 43 years, I decided to open a tutoring center. My passion is for the education of every student in the Rockingham County area. I would like for all of them to know how to read and write when they go out into the world to find a job. I have hired top tutors out of a pool of 45 to educate your child and to help with the weak areas. They are tutoring students from kindergarten through college age, and they are good in most of the subjects. I ask that you get in touch with us if you need help. We have a passion for tutoring, and we want you to give a hoot for tutoring. Give us a call at 336-613-0644 if you are interested.
Tito, man, it's tax time. Do you know what that means?
Yes, man. Only the cool people get it at least.
No, man. Get it, at least.
Okay, get it at least.
Yes! Tito, for those customers, their funds are running a little tight. They're a little short on cash. Man, what can we do?
Man, Mike, we got to use and wheels with more than everybody else.
It's tax time. Roanoke, Greensboro, Danville, surrounding areas.
Remember, se habla español.
And get it at least.
Welcome to the Boss Motors Answer Man.
Hey, Boss Motors Answer Man, why would I buy a car at a buy here, pay here lot?
I don't know, Sally. When you buy a car at one of those places, there's no warranty, it doesn't report to the credit bureau, and the amount of money you put down is usually what the car is worth anyway. Then you have to make monthly payments on top of that for the next year.
Well, thanks, Boss Motors Answer Man. You got all the answers.
Boss Motors, 206 Boone Road, Eden.
Rockingham County Schools will offer an online learning opportunity with the Rockingham County Schools Virtual Academy in the spring of 2016. Gain high school and or college credit in the 21st century with online distance learning. Rockingham County Schools Virtual Academy is a new, innovative instructional delivery method available to all students in Rockingham County and North Carolina, whether traditional or homeschooled. We offer Honors English 3, Honors Latin 3, Honors Latin 4, Honors Pre-Calculus, Honors Math 3, ACT Prep Course, Honors American History, Founding Principles, Advanced Placement U.S. History, E-Commerce, and Pharmacy Tech. In addition to the high school courses, we have 4 courses taught by the RCC knowledgeable instructors. Courses include a variety of subjects: Principles in Microeconomics, American History 2, Quantitative Literacy, Intro to Sociology. Broaden your learning opportunities and become part of the Rockingham County Schools Virtual Academy. And remember, make the choice that rocks, Rockingham County Schools.
Welcome back to the show. We're talking about the new statue in downtown Reedsville. Go ahead.
I think they should have put a statue of General Lee up instead, and I'm sorry I interrupted you. Thank you. Bye.
Let's get back, if we can, looking at the statue. I know we're a little bit too much. There's the nighttime look. I think this happened last night. I think it looks pretty darn good at night. And that's a live picture coming to you where we're getting ready for the big car show. But majority of people don't like it. But there are some people that will give it a fair shot. Most people just want to say it doesn't fit. But sometimes in that I hear people that just simply saying, like, you know, I don't care if they want to put the richest art piece in the world there, they wouldn't like it because it's the Confederate monuments out there. Good afternoon, you're on the air.
Hey, Charles, about the
artwork, I guess you would call it.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about it yet. I've seen it. I don't hate it.
Right.
You know, we'll see what happens. See if it grows on me. But on a lighter note, I just got an email from the Greensboro Coliseum saying we have tickets for next Sunday for Bruce Springsteen.
Yes.
He has now canceled because of the HB2 bill.
Wow.
He will not come into North Carolina.
How about that?
I mean, this bill's killing our state, man.
Right. Can we look that up, fellas? The Bruce Springsteen's not coming to sing because of the HT bill. Whoa.
It's also, do you see it?
No, I mean, our people looking up right now, but that is.
It's on another website, but I don't know if you want me to give you the name of it.
You can go ahead.
Rockingham Updates. Rockingham Updates. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So you got an email from the Coliseum saying he's not coming because, does it say?
And they will refund my money.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, these right-wing Republicans are going to kill the state.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're blaming the mayor of Charlotte because of it. Well, she wouldn't have said nothing, nobody would have known.
Mm-hmm.
How's Berger and them going to blame the mayor for telling the people about the new law?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we have confirmed it. Thank you for letting us know about that too.
This will not be the first people to cancel either. Trust me.
Oh my goodness. This thing has just gotten wild, hasn't it?
It's killing the state. You know how many millions upon millions of dollars it has cost us already?
Mm-hmm.
And if the feds pull out their funding like they're talking about?
Right. Folks, if you're just joining us, Bruce Springsteen is pulling out of a concert because of the HB2 bill from the governor, or I guess from the Republicans or whatever.
Right-wing Republicans.
You can say that, I can't.
Well, I can. It's the Christian right-wing Republicans. The few of them are ruining it for the rest of us.
Okay. All right, man. I appreciate your call. Really do. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Good evening, Charles. Thank you for going up there to get a picture of it lit up.
Mark Shurey did that. Mark Shurey went out and got that put on
Mark.
Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank Mark for it when you see him. But I think it's cool. I think it looks nice.
Yeah. I don't have any problem with it. It really grew on me after I looked at the etchings. I'm telling people you need to go down and take a look at the etchings because I think it will change your mind about it. Hello, you go ahead.
Oh, well, in other words, I'm going to get a chance. I'm going to come up there and look at it myself because I'd like to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And all that. But you can learn from stuff like this, too.
See, I think you touched on something. I think curiosity kills the cat. How can you not go look at it?
Yeah.
And so it actually has become...
If you don't understand it, don't worry about it, but go look at it and study it.
Right. What do you think about Bruce Springsteen not singing in North Carolina because of the HB2 bill?
What deal is it?
Well, it's basically the bill that says that transgender folks have to go to the sex that they were when they were created. Bathroom, yeah. The bathroom. Yeah, when they go to the bathroom.
Well, that's the Republican Party for you. Thank you, Charles.
Okay. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Hey, Charles.
Yes.
Go tobacco statue. Go tobacco statue. It's lovely. I am 65. I have smoked for nearly 50 years, and I am sick of being demonized and vilified. I sit and look at marijuana being legalized all over the place, but because I smoke tobacco, I'm the worst person in the world. No, I'm not. And it looks so beautiful lit up at night. Oh, you just made my day.
What do you think about Bruce Springsteen not coming to Greensboro because of that HB2 bill?
All of Hollywood and the music industry will do the same thing. There's another solution, and you could call it he, she, and it. Let me reassure you, I do not want anyone who is not born female in any ladies' room with me. I think it's really hypercritical when you're talking schools, girls, boys in it, or girls, boys, and LGBT. Build a third class of bathrooms because I don't want them in
You
mine,
want like a medium
and
bathroom.
I applaud the courage of North Carolina.
Huh. Okay. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Woo.
I love the thing when it's lit. Yes, yes. Show it when it's lit up green again. Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding in a Mazda and a Ford pickup. Hey, my fellow Americans. Uncle Barry here, bringing you tax refund savings at Autos by Nelson dealerships. Uncle Barry is doubling your tax refund check at the best place to invest, Autos by Nelson. Bring in your 2016 refund check and we'll match your down payment up to $1,000. Even better, we'll pay $50 to have your taxes filed. Everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville, and I want you in a new vehicle in 2016.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we celebrate 100 years, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Rakestraw Insurance Center in Reedsville and Madison is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
For auto, home, and life.
For farm and commercial.
Come see us at Rakestraw Insurance in Wentworth, North Carolina.
And Madison, North Carolina. Also serving the entire Piedmont Triad.
When you think Larry & Alley in Uptown Martinsville, think about solid brands like Frigidaire. Larry & Alley has the largest selection of Frigidaire appliances in the area. Powerful performance that delivers consistent results. Frigidaire and the name reflects quality. And Larry & Alley reflects quality. They've been there since 1952. Crank up your kitchen and laundry room with Frigidaire. And Larry & Alley Furniture, Uptown Martinsville, at 219 East Main Street. Call them at 632-6403.
Bring your imagination to life in Rockingham County Schools Arts Program, elementary, middle, or high school. One place we are finding the arts popping off the page is Leaksville Spray Elementary School, where students are getting a living history lesson by using a loom and a town founded on textiles. The students in the Tapestry Club will complete a 4x5 piece of art to hang in their school. This project reaches across many generations. To understand our future, we must understand our past. So let Rockingham County Schools weave your child's imagination. Make the choice that rocks. Rockingham County Schools.
Welcome to the Boss Motors Answer Man.
Hey, Boss Answer Man, why should I shop local?
Well, Sally, if you spend your money out of town, the county you spend it in keeps your taxes. So whenever possible, Sally, always shop local.
Thanks, Boss Answer Man.
Boss Motors, 206 Boone.
NASCAR racing is about a whole lot more than just cars going around a track. It's about people who drive, people who engineer, people who plan, people who know how to put it all together. Meet the people who make the cars go round every week on Raceline. Watch Raceline.
This is Joe Moore. Watch Raceline Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays on WGSR, Star 47.1, Reedsville.
All right, we're back here. We're talking about the statue, but we've also got some breaking news that a caller let us know about, and we have confirmed that Bruce Springsteen has canceled his recent or upcoming concert at Greensboro Coliseum due to the HB2 bill passed by Governor McCrory. What a mess this is turning into. It's very similar to the situation when the governor went against Hollywood and cut a lot of the film production out of Carolina, which was seen as seen negatively. But there you see Bruce Springsteen. There, we're going to have some video for the 5 o'clock show. But Mark Shurey will have the latest on this coming up at 5. But wow, hello.
Yes, Charles.
Yes.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Different ones talk about the marijuana stuff. What's your opinion if they do pass it, but they make it pharmaceutical form instead of recreational form, where people could light it up and people get contact buds.
I think no matter what happens, that's the first way that marijuana will be introduced to us. In other words, they'll do like California did. California did it that way, and then I think eventually California will allow it for recreation. Because, you know, the bottom line is it hadn't caused a lot of problems.
Well, my issue is being in confined places, like parents riding in the car and the kids being it, get contact buds or whatever.
Yeah.
Versus pharmaceutical form, it doesn't affect the ones around them.
Right. I think marijuana eventually will be passed, and it'll go medical first, and then eventually it'll be recreational. But in states like Virginia and North Carolina, I mean, it's going to probably be a slow process. I mean, especially if you have Republican governors and things.
I believe the majority of them will be against the pharmaceutical form instead of recreational. Right. But I appreciate your program again.
But I tell you what, this HB2 bill, it could end up stymieing North Carolina. I mean, we're already seeing major effects from it, and what could be what's coming down the pike? I mean, is it going to ruin our entertainment? Artists aren't going to come to Carolina because they're mad about that. Wow, it's just.
You know, if you look around here, there's enough marijuana being grown and smoked around here, anyways. I mean, there's a lot of people that's got farms of it.
Do you smoke?
They get the little drones and helicopters around.
Right? Do you smoke?
Oh, they know where it's at.
Do you smoke marijuana?
No, I don't. I don't smoke cigarettes or nothing.
Okay. I appreciate your call. Good afternoon. Hello. Got nervous, I guess. All right, folks, we're dealing with two stories. We're talking about the statue and this breaking news regarding Bruce Springsteen pulling out of the concert in Greensboro. It's just right down the road because of the HB2 bill that is just ricketing the state. PayPal pulled out of a venture in Charlotte. Over 30 businesses are saying if North Carolina doesn't switch this, that it could, that they might leave. Just all kind of stuff going on. 656, excuse me, I got the wrong number, I'm sorry. 888-400-3801. That's the toll-free number. And then the local number here is 484-8050. 484-8050 is the local number here. If you'd like to give me a call. But it's the week after the statue's been put up. We're seeing a live picture. They're on the corner, and traffic is really heavy down here today. I tell you what, it is busy. And then we've got Mark Chilroy took a picture of it at night, so we kind of get a glimpse of what it looks like at night. I've told you I kind of like it. Until I don't always go with the tide. There it is. It looks bright at night. I know it would have been expensive, but I think it would have been cool if they could have put like one of these little rays that come out of it and point up to the sky. If you go to Las Vegas and you look at there's a hotel that the light goes, it's a pyramid and it goes right up to the sky and you can see it for miles. But that would have been kind of neat. Just me talking. But give me a call. It's free. Love to hear what people have to think. Want to hear your voice. 888-400-3801. Locally, 484-8050. Bruce Springsteen. Not coming. I think this is big. And the governor has got to, I think, react somehow quickly.
Just to fill a few moments.
Yeah.
I made a mistake when I was talking about the etchings the other day.
Yeah.
That is not a baseball bat.
Okay.
They are bobbins.
You got it corrected.
I got it correct.
Okay, got it correct. All right. Debbie wanted me to tell you folks, because we were talking about the statue, and we said we thought they looked like baseball bats. They're bobbins.
Because we were based on textile.
Yeah, okay, because they were part of textile too. Okay. All right, let's take a quick break. Since we're not getting calls right now, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome to 220 Phoenix Auto Sales, just 15 minutes from Virginia, from a whole new world of financing. We have over 30 different banks, credit unions, and special finance programs. Folks, you know me, Brandon Johnson. I've been in this area my whole life. Come see me.
That's right. We can get you financed with low interest rates no matter what your credit history is.
Tax time is here. You can use refund, your tax refund, for a good down payment here at 220 Phoenix Auto Sales.
Whether you need to reestablish your credit or whether you have great credit, we have low interest rates for you.
So come see us at 220 Phoenix Auto Sales here in Madison, North Carolina.
220 Phoenix Auto Sales, 4162 US 220, 15 minutes from Virginia. 220 PhoenixAutomotiveSales.com, 336-949-9312.
Folks, a big thank you for giving us one of the best months we've ever had in the history of Tri-City Jeep, Kia, Dodge here in Eden. Could not have done it without you. The comments were, the eggs really are a little cheaper in the country, and I'd like to hear that. We've got brand new Sorrentos, the big discounts, 0%, 60 months. Don't forget about our 110%. Put your money where your mouth is guarantee. It's very simple. Any dealership, comparable vehicle, if we can't beat that price, daggone it, we're going to give you 110% of the difference. Take a look at this. Brand new Kia Souls, $13,990. Brand new 2016s. That's only in Eden, US of A.
Come on in to the Henry County Adult Learning Center and let us help you open new doors of success in 2016.
I had a wife and a daughter that was pushing me, and I wanted to better myself. And it was something that I didn't finish, I always wanted to finish.
My husband pushed me. He said, you need to go back and get your GED. So I did, and I'm very proud of it.
You will definitely have the support of the teachers, the staff, your family, and other students here at the Henry County Adult Learning Center to get your GED.
They encouraged me. When my daughter came back and got hers, my wife really started pushing then.
He pushed me. He said, you need to get this. You can do it. And there were times I really wanted to just give up. But the teachers that I had stayed behind me too. And they helped me get through that.
I'm Mark, and I encourage you to get your GED. It's worth it. It opens some doors you wouldn't believe.
I'm Dorothy, and I would encourage anyone to come and get their GED.
Contact the Henry County Adult Education Center today for all the support you need to reach your goals.
When you think Larry & Alley in Uptown Martinsville, think about solid brands like Frigidaire. Larry & Alley has the largest selection of Frigidaire appliances in the area. Powerful performance that delivers consistent results. Frigidaire in the name reflects quality. And Larry & Alley reflects quality. They've been there since 1952. Crank up your kitchen and laundry room with Frigidaire. And Larry & Alley Furniture, Uptown Martinsville, at 219 East Main Street. Call them at 632-6403.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we celebrate 100 years, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Rakestraw Insurance Center in Reedsville and Madison is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
For auto, home, and life.
For farm and commercial.
Come see us at Rakestraw Insurance in Wentworth, North Carolina.
And Madison, North Carolina. Also serving the entire Piedmont Triad.
Bring your imagination to life in Rockingham County Schools Arts Program. Elementary, middle, or high school. One place we are finding the arts popping off the page is Leaksville Spray Elementary School, where students are getting a living history lesson by using a loom and a town founded on textiles. The students in the Tapestry Club will complete a 4x5 piece of art to hang in their school. This project reaches across many generations. To understand our future, we must understand our past. So let Rockingham County Schools weave your child's imagination. Make the choice that rocks. Rockingham County Schools.
Last year, the Martinsville-Henry County SPCA rescued 2,880 animals from 18 cities and counties in Virginia and North Carolina. Many were victims of cruelty and neglect. Through our adoption and rescue efforts, these animals are now in loving homes. Many were abandoned in high-kill shelters with nothing more than memories of a cruel life. Given health and hope, these animals have found happiness. Please support us in our mission to provide a no-kill option to the people and pets of Virginia by donating now.
Hi, I'm Nate.
Let us tell you a little bit about Turner Furniture. At Turner Furniture, we carry a complete line of Serta products, including their power beds and their new iComfort.
I love Serta's new power bed.
We are still Lazy Boy's largest dealer in Rockingham County. At Turner Furniture, we still have free delivery. There's no reason to pay those huge chain store delivery fees. We now offer hassle-free, no credit check financing with instant approval. There is no reason to go to those rental stores. So stop by or call Turner Furniture today and ask about our easy payment finance plans.
Come on down to Turner Furniture, located at 111 East Meadow Road, right here in Eden, North Carolina, right beside the Eden Mall.
At 213 King's Automotive, we treat your family like royalty. We come in earlier,
and we stay here later.
We provide the service you deserve,
and we work harder. So come see us today at 213 King's Automotive in Eden, North Carolina, where
we treat you like royalty.
In Rockingham County, the king of used cars is 213 King's Automotive, with hundreds of high-quality pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Low monthly payments and your trade-ins are welcome. Stop by today, 213 West Kings Highway in Eden, North Carolina, or call 336-623-0707, 213kingsauto.com.
Hey, we are back. We are back here coming to you from the studio as we're here in downtown Reidsville. We'll go back outside. The statue's still there. The old cars are coming. The classic cars, I think that's a better way to say it, classic cars are here. We've got breaking news across North Carolina. Bruce Springsteen is not coming to Greensboro, and he says he's not coming because he doesn't like North Carolina's stand on that HB2 bill. Wow, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Charles.
Yes.
A little bit ago, that man called in. He don't realize those tobacco factories back there are closed down.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're
not production like they were in the day. They're just simple stuff.
Well, yeah, but you know, let's be accurate. They are open, and they are a very successful business. Commonwealth Brands.
They're not a production company that hired thousands of people like they did back when it was successful.
Well, I argue with that. I think they're very successful.
I've been watching that statue, looking at it for 62 years. My mom used to have to drive me from Eden to Reidsville 3 times a week to get shot so I could breathe when I was a kid.
Well, you can still go look at it. It's in the cemetery. You go look at it all day.
Yeah, I know. But you called me racist a while ago, and I want to explain something to you. My neighbor below me on the corner is a black man. He lives in my great-grandpa's house.
What you said, you really did have a racist twitch to it. You said they've got black people. What a smack in the face.
I called him today, and at his work, and I said, Danny, look here. I said, I know your problem you got with your backyard and everything. You're welcome to use my land over there. You're welcome to use my equipment. You're welcome to use whatever I got that you need to help straighten out your backyard back here and get it fixed and everything. And pile it on my side of the pole so the city will come by and pick it up, and you won't have to dispose of it yourself. And his buddy, his cousin that comes up and down the road, this past winter, before winter, I give him a complete full leaks, $80 hunting suit that zips up from the crotch up to the neck and from the ankles up to the knees. I give him a pair of boots and gloves and a hat. He didn't have any winter clothes. I give him a military field jacket with a liner inside of a pocket knife and a watch. I'm not racist. If they treat me nice, that's the way I treat them.
Okay. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Hi. I just wanted to say one more thing, Charles. I know I sounded harsh, but I want every female out here to think about what I'm saying. Those of us who would never be mean or say, look, stare at someone or indicate in any way that we were against an LGBT person. Suppose you're seated in a stall in a multi-stall ladies' room.
One of the things that's happening, and whether you like it or not. Hey, this is a talk show. This is a talk show. Let's talk back and forth, and I run the talk show. So,
okay.
I'm gonna put you on hold and let you breathe before I'll come back to you. You gotta let me talk. You can't talk over top of me. If I'm asking you a question, you're gonna stop and let me. This is the way it works. And, you know, the talk show does control the show. You there?
Yes, I am.
All right, go ahead. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Charles, I think the monument looks great.
Okay.
I think it's a good tribute to the tobacco industry, which really was an important part of this town.
Right.
Provided a good living for a lot of people. And HB2, I have read where 51% of North Carolinians approved this bill, and I think it's just a political move for Pat McCrory to make sure he has the support of the majority of the people to get reelected.
Right. I mean, that seems to be the trend with the Republicans here. We saw it with.
But I think people continuing. I think events will continue to cancel here, and you know, it'll just be a matter of time, I think, before it's going to have to be repealed.
Well, I mean, I really do feel sad for North Carolina. That North Carolina's been put through this. I mean, I really do believe that this is the kind of thing. Sometimes they just need to leave alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, I've studied Governor McCrory and the NC film effect and all the things he's done to hurt business, and you know, and the film industry was getting back on its feet after they got some grant money, but this LB2 bill will probably kill anything they've done.
Oh, yeah, I think the bill is going to kill a lot of things, and it's going to be a while before people really feel the repercussions from this in North Carolina, but eventually they will.
Yeah. And local Phil Berger is all for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's an election year for a lot of them, and so maybe something will happen. We'll see.
All right. All right, appreciate your call. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Hey, Charles. When that guy said 51% of people approve of this bill, it's because they don't understand what the bill is. All they have let the politicians play them by telling them this bill prevents a pedophile from raping your child in Walmart's bathroom. But this bill also, these women calling in, do they know their employer can walk into their job and say, get out? And if they say, why? The employer says, because you're a woman, and I think a man could do better than you. So get out of my business.
I'm not sure where you're going with that. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Charles, have you been watching much of the footage of